Kyle Busch's journey in the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series has been nothing short of tumultuous. Despite being a two-time champion, Busch has found himself struggling to keep pace with the competition. His current season is marked by an array of challenges, with few highlights and many disappointments. The most recent incident at Pocono Raceway has perhaps been the most defining moment of his season, putting his playoff chances in serious jeopardy. From the outset, the 2024 season was supposed to be a comeback for Busch. With a new team and renewed focus, there were high expectations, but the season has not gone according to plan. Busch has yet to secure a single win, which is a major concern given his pedigree. His performance has been inconsistent at best, with only 2 top 5 finishes and 6 top 10 finishes to his name. These numbers are far below what's expected from a driver of Busch's caliber. The Pocono race started poorly for Busch and his Richard Childress racing team. Even before the race began, his number 8 Chevrolet experienced an oil leak. This mechanical issue forced the team to make repairs after qualifying, which resulted in Busch being sent to the back of the pack, starting in the 24th position. Starting from so far back is never ideal, especially at a track like Pocono, known for its tricky corners and high-speed straights. But Busch has faced similar situations before, and there was still hope that he can make his way through the field. As the race progressed, Busch showed signs of recovery, gradually working his way through the pack. But with 40 laps to go, things took a dramatic turn. During a restart, the cars funneled into Turn 1, setting the stage for the incident that would define not just the race, but possibly Busch's entire season. Corey LaJoie, driving the number 7 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, attempted to pass Busch on the inside. LaJoie's car made contact with Busch's number 8, sending it spinning onto the infield grass. The situation quickly escalated as Busch's car slid back onto the track, triggering a multi-car pileup. The crash involved several drivers, including A.J. Allmendinger, Harrison Burton, Ryan Preece, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. The crash effectively ended Busch's race, marking his 5th DNF in the last 7 races. This statistic is perhaps the most alarming for Busch's fans and team. A driver as seasoned as Busch is not expected to have so many DNFs in such a short span. Each DNF not only takes a toll on his points tally, but also on his morale and confidence. The incident at Pocono was particularly devastating because it came at a time when Busch needed a strong finish to boost his playoff chances. Richard Childress, Busch's team owner and a legendary figure in NASCAR, did not mince words after the race. He expressed his frustration with LaJoie, calling him a damn weapon. For a team that has been working hard to get Busch back into winning form, the Pocono incident was a significant setback. LaJoie, on the other hand, remained unapologetic about his role in the crash. In his post-race comments, he defended his actions, explaining that he was trying to capitalize on the momentum after the restart.
Restarts are so crazy there. If you have any sort of momentum, you got to take it and you got to go to the bottom to just kind of stake your ground. And I got a big push from the 16 and it was like 4 wide and I went to the left rear of the 8 and he blocked it once and I kind of stayed straight. I was anticipating kind of our bumpers lining up and then, you know, kind of pushing him forward and maybe him taking the lane, but he blocked again when I had a little bit more position on him and spun him out. I hate it took out him and some other guys, but that's just that's what you have to do. You have to take momentum when you have it, because if you don't, the guy behind you is going to put you in a worse spot than you're going to put the guy in front of you. So that's just how the racing is. You have to be super aggressive on restarts, and sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug.
While some believe LaJoie was just racing hard, others feel that he crossed the line. Following his DNF at Pocono, Busch's playoff chances have taken a massive hit. He now sits 102 points behind the playoff cut line, with only 5 regular season Cup races remaining. The odds of Busch making it into the playoffs are growing slimmer by the week. Each race from here on out is crucial, and Busch cannot afford any more mistakes or bad luck. Despite the chaos and the severe implications for his season, Busch's reaction to the incident was surprisingly restrained. When asked about the contact with LaJoie, Busch chose not to dwell on the crash.
No, I don't feel like I'm being backed in a corner where I have to respond. Just racing's racing. If stuff happens, stuff happens.
Other drivers involved in the incident also shared their perspectives, providing a broader context to the crash. Harrison Burton, who finished 31st due to the crash, commented on the erratic nature of racing.
It's always erratic. That's what we do now, and just part of how we race. These cars are so close, and track position is so important. You just have to kind of race like an ass, which is hard. It's hard to do and not overstep your bounds, right? So that's just the nature of this beast, and the best guys at it are really smooth and consistent while being at that level. And something, obviously when everyone is trying to find another leg up, and all of a sudden it escalates, and then someone gets wrecked. So it just sucks to kind of not have anything to do about it. But that's racing, and that's kind of things that happen in life in general, right? Just got to keep going.
Stenhouse, another driver caught up in the crash, provided insight into the dynamics of restarts at Pocono.
I restarted on the bottom, and then felt like, all right, maybe we could get through one corner, and I picked the top and got crashed as well. So I guess the safest place is the bottom of these restarts. It seems like nobody just lifts from the inside and kind of wipes up the track and cleans us out. So, yeah, it's so hard to pass. We're all so close in speed. Track position is really all that matters. You got 5 cars that I felt like can drive through the field, and then everybody else, if you put us 6th or 7th, we'll kind of stay 6th or 7th from 33rd. So I think that's the aggressiveness on the restarts, trying to get that track position, and knowing that this was towards the end of the race, and if you got good track position, then you could keep it and get a good finish. So just part of it.
As the NASCAR season moves on to the next race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, all eyes will be on Kyle Busch. The question on everyone's mind is whether he can bounce back from this latest setback and salvage his season. With time running out and the competition fiercer than ever, Busch will need to dig deep and find the form that made him a 2-time champion. The pressure is mounting, and the margin for error is shrinking with each passing race. The Pocono incident is just the latest in a series of setbacks for Busch in what has been a challenging 2024 campaign. Every week seems to bring new challenges for the former champion, testing his resilience and determination. The problems at Pocono started even before the race began, with the oil line issue forcing the team to forfeit their 24th starting position. This pre-race setback was a harbinger of the difficulties that would plague Busch throughout the day. As the NASCAR season continues, Busch will need to find a way to overcome these challenges if he wants to keep his playoff hopes alive. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are high. Each race is an opportunity for Busch to prove that he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. But with so many setbacks already this season, it'll be a tough road ahead. So, what do you think about this? Comment down your thoughts right now, and while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well.